Hey, Jamie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. Are you ready for these 21 questions?
I'm ready for your 21 questions.
Let's do it. Today we are at Lewistown Elementary. What was your favorite part about recess as a kid?
I love the seesaw.
As chief legal counsel, what do you do?
Well, it's kind of like a seesaw. You kind of look at the rights and you balance those rights. It could be maybe a student wants to wear a certain t-shirt during the day and the school administrator might say, I don't think that's a good t-shirt. So you have to kind of weigh the rights under the law. So that's kind of a fun analogy back to the seesaw.
That's neat. Favorite color?
Pink.
What do you love most about Frederick County?
I love the people in Frederick County.
What is your favorite streaming service?
My favorite streaming service right now is definitely Netflix.
What is the last show you binge watched?
Well, I just started my new binge of The Crown.
What energizes you about your job?
I would say when I get to be into classrooms with students. I just recently did a Civics and Law Academy at one of our high schools, and I'm going to be joining them this weekend at Frederick High doing that. So is there anything more energizing than being with students on their learning journey?
What would you rather do? Swim with the sharks or jump out of a plane?
Well, I definitely would not swim with sharks, and I would only jump out of a plane if I'm jumping with somebody and I'm on his or her back and they know exactly what they're doing.
What does being a leader mean to you?
Being a leader means being a servant leader, and being a servant leader is putting the interests of others before your own, showing up for people, listening, and asking yourself, how can you serve?
What made you want to practice law for the school system?
Well, I always loved the law, but I wanted to also connect my legal career with a higher purpose, and I can't think of a better higher purpose than public education.
That's awesome. What do you feel is the difference between practicing the law for the school system versus the private sector?
Well, in the private sector, you have a client that you solve their problem, and then once the problem's resolved, the relationship ends. In a school system, you get to be a part of a team and a family that's long going.
Growing up, what did you want to be?
I wanted to be a lawyer growing up.
Cats or dogs?
I am afraid of dogs and I don't have cats, so I'm just going to have to take a pass on this saying I'm probably not an animal person.
It's karaoke night. What song are you singing?
I'm going to probably sing a Beatles song, Her Majesty, because it's very short and sweet and it's really cute.
If there were 25 hours in a day, how would you spend the extra hour?
I would spend it with my husband, Jim, and my daughter, Jordan.
Favorite book?
My favorite book, I do love the classics, so I do love Shelley's Frankenstein, especially around the Halloween time, and I do love Jane Austen books like Jane Eyre. I also love pop culture, and I'll be reading a People magazine usually every weekend.
What is the most fulfilling part about your job?
The most fulfilling part is just helping people not feel stressed if they have a legal issue, a legal question, or a legal dilemma. And if I can just problem solve that or take that from them and they just respond, I just feel so much better. Thank you for doing that. That's a good day.
What is one item on your bucket list?
One item on my bucket list would be going to London with my daughter, Jordan.
That sounds amazing. Do you have a hobby? And if so, what is it?
I love to swim. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I usually swim about 3 days a week, and I like to do that at sunrise.
Favorite snack?
Moose Munch.
What advice would you give students?
Let me sit for that one. Advice to students is be true to yourself, be a good friend, learn, be on a learning journey, grab a hold of all the good things in life, and as you discover who you want to be and who are your gifts that you bring out into the world to make it a better place.
That's amazing advice. Thank you so much for answering these 21 questions.
You are very welcome.